Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Purr. I'm not drinking anything. I just said I didn't get up and grab me anything to drink, so therefore I don't have anything to drink. But you know what I do have? I have my cup mug. Period. And you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Even if your postal service is moving a little slow because of the snow. It's okay. It'll get there eventually. A delay is never a deny, people. You will get it. Get your cup merch. Period.
And I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. Thank God this season is over. That's all I have to say. I'm sad that we won't be here to talk, at least for another couple of months, about a Love Island. But I'm just drinking water because it's still been very hot in South Africa. But I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's your girl B, but don't call me honey. I am here to give you the hot takes, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy with how this season wrapped up. It was a journey. We were struggling in these streets, but you know what? I'm not mad at the payoff. I'm not mad at the payoff.
No.
We stayed consistent. We, did what we needed to do.
Consistency won.
And we won. Exactly.
Period. I agree with all of that, and we are going to dive right into all the episodes 35 and 36, the pre-finale and the finale. We're gonna talk about all of it. But before we jump into that, y'all know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, please. We are on a mission to get 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And we see you all who have jumped in and subscribed. We appreciate the support and the love. Thank you. But we also need more. So share with your friends. Let them know, it's some cool people talking about some really cool stuff on the internet, and we should support them. So lead them to this channel, and we appreciate you all. And yeah, we got 3 other channels that you can subscribe to as well. All those links will be in the description below. And our audio podcast links is down there too if you need to check us out on the go, because y'all are cutting up on our audio channel. So I want to say we see you. Thank you. We appreciate you. And if y'all just listening, that'd be great. But y'all can come and watch too. So come do that too. Thanks.
Come watch. We're so hot. Come on.
We are so fly, hot, and sexy.
Period.
Unlike the guys on freaking Love Island All Stars this season.
Ooh.
Sorry, I had to get that off. Sorry.
Not too much.
That's true.
Not too couple.
There's been a couple that's been kind of hot. But
tell me why. Now that we're thinking about it, tell me why I was like, who are the hot men this season? And
we'll
I named 3 in my mind.
Yeah.
No, I named 3 in my mind. And tell me why it was Omar, Marcel, and Montel. Among the black men are carrying this season.
Because you know what you know. Because you know what you know.
I mean.
I don't know. I guess I kind of got used to Luca's Predator head or Terminator, whatever. I got used to it. I got used to that.
Lego block man head.
Right, exactly. I mean, but I don't know. Casey grew on me too towards the end. I don't know, but they
it's
really
the Speedos, man. It's the Speedos.
They really weren't carrying like that.
I mean, I will say the hot ones for me was Montel and Omar and Curtis. I was like, those were the hot ones for me, which is
Curtis. Yeah,
they just did it for me. Everybody else, I was kind of like
Curtis for sure.
Marcel, I'll give Marcel a shout out there. Marcel,
give that honorable mention to Marcel.
Grown and sexy.
I love it. The little dash of the silk, the gray, and the
salt and pepper.
Love a good salt and pepper. And here for it. So yeah, those were the ones that was carrying it for me this season. The rest were like, Okay, you were there. Good on you. Luca was cute.
Yeah,
but
yeah, but
he
he's
was
not
cute
hot.
in a young kind of way for me. He was just too young for me.
He's
But
not
that's
hot.
just me. I was like, he's not hot. He's too young. He's cute. But yeah. Also, y'all, join our Patreon too. Logan cut me off. But join the Patreon. Do that too. And yeah, all those things. Let's get into it, y'all, because this is what we can talk about.
Let's do it.
So we left off. We left off with the they found out that the ex-Islanders were going to come back the next day, and one of them was about to be dumped between Catherine and Omar, Elma and Sammy, and Ronnie and Harriet. One of them was about to be up out the door because they got the least amount of votes in the public vote. And when I tell you they were psyching themselves out from the get-go, at least Ronnie and Harriet. She was like, it's us. We're gone. We know it. We're done. And I was like, and everybody was like, don't say that. It might not even be you. Don't say that. And yeah.
It was.
Oh, not that. I didn't even get there yet. I was just gonna show the couples.
Well,
there they are.
Spoiler alert.
There they are. Logan always does that to me, but it's okay.
Logan be like, let's get to it.
Never lets me get to my slides. I work very hard on these slides.
I just want to laugh at these bitches.
Ew.
They were there. Catherine and Omar are there.
Yay.
Yay. A resolution in photos from the bombshells and the
right.
Yes. Yeah. And then Luca and Grace. But so the next day, we waste no time. No time the next day. We get dressed. Grace makes a little snide comment like, what happened to my coffee? Are you drinking? Where's my drink? And I was like, girl. Luca said,
spoiled,
for one day,
entitled princess ass.
Luca was like, for one day, you can't get your own drink. I was like, oh,
thank you.
Get him one. Like, we got in y'all ass for not cooking.
Y'all
now make that man a coffee.
Y'all can't cook. You can't make him a coffee. Like, how come the girls can't get up before they go to put their makeup on, go downstairs, make a coffee, take it to their man, then go put their makeup on? Like,
I know I need that if I'm to do the makeup shit. I need that coffee.
I need a coffee. Yeah, I don't drink coffee, but yeah. But anyway, I saw that and I was like, ew. But they go out and sit out, and as soon as they sit down, bring, we got a text. Right away, a text happens, and it's like, Islanders, please go to the fire pit immediately. So it's happening right now. And people are like, oh, we don't even have time to, okay.
Good, because I didn't have time either.
Period. I didn't want to waste no time.
I didn't care enough.
I was like, get to it.
I don't want y'all to talk about y'all fake ass locking it up or exclusive or whatever the hell. Don't try to get that last one in. Don't try to get that last lie in on me.
Right.
Let's get to it. Who's getting done?
Who's getting up out of here?
Thank you.
Baby, when I tell you the ex-Islanders came in walking like, doo-ga-doo. I said, oh, only person we missing is Scott. Where's Scott? So you didn't even decide to come back. You left and wouldn't even come back. At least Ron came back. You a punk. You can't even come back. Okay, Scott.
He should have. Maybe he should have.
But here's the thing, too. They had him doing many videos on Instagram for the Love Island Instagram on like, let's look back at his whatever. And I'm like, for what reason? If he's not going to be there, then why? What
was his season? The first one?
I don't remember.
I have no idea what season he's from, but he really said,
I'm out. When I leave, I'm done. Like I'm
leaving South Africa.
I'm not even gonna be here. Right. I was like, oh, okay. But everybody came back but Scott. Bye, Scott. Like, you ain't add that much to the villa. No way. But all right.
No.
India was serving. India, the bombshell of all bombs. She looked the freaking best.
India came and was like, baby, I have been out of this villa for a minute. So I've been soaking in the sun, getting my tan on, getting my
Body yaddy yaddy.
Body yaddy yaddy, right? And sun kissed by the sun, baby. I am good. She was goddess. She walked in looking goddess.
I live.
And it started out very early. India was the first person to go, right? And she was like, let's get this party started. Here, shall we? First of all, Grace, I think some people should have been switched. I think some people.
No, it was Olivia who
started. It was
Olivia.
Olivia.
She was first then. So Olivia was first.
Started, yeah.
So Olivia started, and she was like, first of all, I don't think some of these couples need to be up here. I think it need to be switched. And so Luke was like, who you think need to be switched? She said, I feel like it should be you and Grace because we saw screenshots of Grace saying that she was going to do anything to win this time around. And I saw the screenshots, and I think that's a little to be coming on the show with the intentions of trying to win instead of actually trying to find love. And so of course, Olivia Grace is like, that's not true. That's crazy. I would never say that. Harriet jumps in. Olivia, you're just jealous. You just really want that. You want Ronnie. That's why you're so mad. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
And do.
I was like, what you mean she want Ronnie? This had nothing to do with Ronnie. She was talking to Grace and Luca at this point. And she was like, you just want Ronnie. And that's why I was like, okay. Now see, me not knowing the history, I was kind of like, okay, great. Ew.
Right.
Everybody want Ronnie, but whatever. And so Grace is like saying, no, that is not true. I would never say anything like that. This is not the case, blah, 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 blah. Now, this might be a hot take, and I know y'all might not agree with me, and that's fine. I kind of think Olivia might be telling the truth and it's only because a few things have added up. And one of them came straight from Grace's dad's mouth. Grace's dad was like, when they did their little video call, he was like, what happened to the fire that you usually are? What happened to that Grace that I know? You are on this show. You're not being the Grace that I know. And she was like, but Dad, wouldn't it be best that I'm not that Grace and I didn't have to be that Grace? And to me, I'm like, if you are not even being who you are on this show and your dad is seeing you being different, I'm sure we could say, oh, it's because Luca brought out this side of her. That could be true too. I'm not saying that's not true. I'm saying it could be true. Or she could be faking the funk so she could win the show. So either one could happen. I don't know for sure. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe Olivia could have seen something happen. Or maybe Grace, this was just something Olivia wanted to stir the pot up. I don't know.
I know what's for sure.
Well, there.
Leave it to Messy Mitch to post the damn screenshot.
Ooh.
So it's some kind of message where somebody goes, you're my winner regardless. And then Grace goes, oh, thank you, babe. I will win this time. I'll do anything too.
Ooh. Well.
Girl. But you know what?
Well, Julie.
So what?
That don't mean what her and Luca has is not real. She could have come in with the intention of doing anything she can to win and then just got surprised at how her and Luca's relationship actually turned out to be. I'm not saying that their relationship is not real because honestly, I think they are good together and they're perfectly fine. I'm just saying the screenshot, now that we know that it does exist, it doesn't look good that you said it that way, but it doesn't mean that what her and Luca have is not real. Mm-hmm. That's just my personal opinion.
I mean, I understand saying that, and because that was before she went in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a screenshot. Mm-hmm. I get saying like being disappointed because I don't know how she did on her first season. I don't care. I understand like being a little bit disappointed with the way that you did, whatever.
I mean, like, oh wow, like all y'all bitches was coming in there to win. Y'all still you talking about Grace when you need to be talking about Sammy goofy ass, who definitely came in that bitch trying to freaking win. And somehow by the skin of his buck ass teeth made it in Final 5 again.
I mean, I think Sammy got his comeuppance a lot being called out.
He's the biggest one in the villa.
He got his call. I mean, my thing is this. I feel like all of them, everyone who came in that villa being fake should be called out. And if Grace came in being fake, she should be called out. When Sammy came in being fake, he got called out like he should have. So
but
I'm
they
like,
all are there.
All are there.
Y'all are there for love, for real. Come on.
Do we
I'm
don't
not
believe
buying
you.
it.
Not buying any
It's
of it.
giving very Herbalife. Like
they're not there for love. They're there for the fame and the fortune and the money. And you know what? That's fine. That's fair. But own up to your stuff. Like, yeah, I wanted to win. I came in so I could win. I want to win. But that does not mean my relationship is not real. Like, if I was Grace, I would have said that. I'd be like, of course I want to win. Who came in here not wanting to win?
Exactly.
I wanted to win.
Okay. You mad because you got voodoo.
You mad because you're not here? And that's fine. I'm here. And I came in so I could win. But I also came in for love. Two things could be true at the same time.
Exactly.
So
why does Luca have so many fucking famous friends?
I don't know.
Because I'm seeing, like, I saw pictures of him with Conor McGregor, and people was dragging him on Twitter, like, "Oh, if you're friends with Conor McGregor, you already know, like, the company you keep and blah, 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 blah." And then, like, Max George from The Wanted was in his like rooting for you videos. I'm like, who is he? Like, what happened there?
I mean, you just know people. Sometimes you just know people. I don't know. But so then she makes her vote, and of course she votes for Ronnie and Harriet because why wouldn't she? She apparently has some beef with Ronnie and Harriet, and Harriet made it no. Okay, and I know y'all gonna hate me for saying this, and I know y'all gonna be like, ew. But in this instance, going through the list of people and how they were voting and how the people were reacting to the votes, I was like, I'd rather Sammy and Elma stay because Ronnie and Harriet are acting like plum fools.
No, I agree with you. No, and here's the thing. I agree with you here. I see. I wanted in my heart of hearts, and I didn't know how this was going to turn out, but in my heart of hearts, I just wanted the humiliation of Sammy and Elma coming 5th in the public vote in the final. That's what I wanted for my soul and for my spirit, and I got that.
Oh, I could see that. Okay.
I was like, that is where I was at. I was like, let these Islanders take out the other trash. And then let the public show Sammy and Elma that what they've been trying to do throughout this whole season.
Right. The weakest couple in the villa.
The weakest. We not effing with y'all.
I made points. That's a point. You won me over with that explanation.
Thank you.
Thank you. The only reason I was getting tight though was because, like, I feel like, out of the couples, like, I do feel like who's the real couple for real? Like, actually. And it was Harriet and Ronnie. So I was like, it's giving kind of like, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, and also the reasonings were getting me tight. Like, you guys should have just got it together on the outside, blah, blah, blah. It's like, they're like about to be in finale. Like, they did it again on here.
Right.
Like, big whoop. Especially, and Harriet was right to be like, but y'all were hyping me up when I was in here, right? Y'all were hyping it up, talking about how he's changed and all of this, loving our journey.
Exactly.
I mean, some of them were. Olivia was not one of those people, so she can say what she said. She's like,
Olivia also wasn't there while Harriet was there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She wasn't hyping her up, so that argument doesn't work for her. Like, y'all will hype me up. Like, that works for Danielle and Tina and Sammy. That works for them. It doesn't work for people like Olivia and India.
I was so disappointed in Tina.
Well, we'll talk about
Girl.
Tina. We'll talk about Tina.
Okay,
But
let's go.
yeah,
Next vote. Next vote.
yeah.
India, the baddest bitch.
India comes up, which I was like, yes, mama. And she votes for Sammy and Elma, which I was like,
Correct.
I get it. I get it. And she was like, because the age thing, it's a thing. We all said it. Everybody said it. And this is why I was like, okay, because Elma and Sammy was like, fair point. I get it. They weren't arguing with her. They was just like, it's a fair point. We've heard it before.
But why nobody was like, but y'all knew each other on the outside if y'all really liked each other. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, and they said that. Well, no, they said that at the finale. But no, yeah, honestly, yeah. But see, here's the thing: the difference is between her, Sammy, and Elma, and Ronnie and Harriet. They tried this whole relationship thing on the show, off the show, and back on the show again. So I get it. I probably would have voted for Ronnie and Harriet at that point. I'm like, if y'all was gonna make it work, you was gonna make it work outside of this house, and then you had to wait to come back in this house to make it work. Now I'm supposed to think that you're gonna make it work again outside of the house again. I'm sick of it. Like, your saga, not my problem.
You know what's crazy? Right. You know what's crazy though? Even if Ronnie and Harriet would have made it to the finale, I still see them getting fit.
Oh, me too. Me too. I think the public is over their saga too.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's why they down at the bottom.
Yeah.
I do. I do think they probably would have got.
They would have edged out. I don't think they would have edged out Catherine and Omar.
I don't think they would have got
fit. Especially because, well, the votes showed that nobody wanted Catherine and Omar to go home. They got no votes, y'all, by the way. They got no votes. So you will only hear us talking about Sammy and Elma and Ronnie and Harriet this entire time, because Catherine and Omar, 0 votes. Nobody.
Yes.
And I was like,
we love that for them.
Love that for them.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Love it. Yeah, so India votes for Sammy and Alma. Age difference, blah, blah, blah. Marcel is next, which, let's talk about this king right here. Because Marcel gets up first, is like, number one, I am so glad to see Gabby still over there. And I am so happy for her. She deserves this, and I am happy that she found what she was looking for. And I was just like, I love you. You are a king, because you are not this jealous ex who don't want to see your ex happy. You genuinely are happy for her, and you left the villa happy for her. Like, they were even left happy for each other. They
squashed their beef in the villa, which was dope. They dated for a minute on the outside too. This was not
5 years, I think.
5 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's history. Like,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
They lived together and all that.
Yeah. So it's like, that's a lot of history that you have to squash, but they did it, and they both legitimately left the villas happy for each other. Like, when he left, he was happy for her, and she was happy for him. And now he come back in, he's like, and she's still there, and he's like, because these votes all happened after this happened, I feel like some of the ex-Islanders was trying to sway the public one way or another with how they voted and how they were complimenting other couples, because certain couples got the compliments, certain couples didn't. And it was just like, I'm happy for Gabby. I'm happy for Casey. I'm happy that they da-da-da-da. And it was just like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. I loved it. it. But Marcel ends up voting for Ronnie and Harriet, because he's like, from what I saw while I was here, and I wasn't here as long, but what I saw, y'all, it was a lot of bickering back and forth, a lot of, I'm open, I'm not open, I'm closed, I'm still open. It just, he said, for me, I don't know. And I can respect that. I can respect it. It's he didn't have a whole lot to go on. He went by what he saw. And it was like, okay.
And he was there when it was getting weird. So
yeah, he saw the weird stuff. So it was like, okay. So then it was, who came next?
Montel.
Was it Montel? Man.
Or Ron.
Maybe one of them. Because
Ron stood on business. and told Elma all that stuff he was popping on Twitter. He went right in that villa and said it to her face. I don't like how you handle these conversations in here. You was throwing your weight around like you somebody because you got favorite girl week 3 or whatever the hell, and you really thought you was doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't respect that, and I don't think that y'all are compatible because I don't like how y'all carry yourselves.
Yes.
Because all you do is talk about Ekisu.
Right.
Curtis.
Your whole conversations are Ekisu and Curtis. And he even was like, and I don't like, Sammy, how you talk to Curtis because he was being respectful to you and you was being
That was Cass. And Cass said that.
They ate all that Cass.
Girl.
They
Cass stood on business.
I'm just saying, the ones who came in and stood on business stood on business. They came in and said exactly what they had to say. And it was like, it is what it. I loved it. I was like eating that up.
Come on, Ron.
Ron said, he was like, you came in here, you caused a lot of trauma for no reason. For no reason. So I'm picking Selma, Sammy and Elma.
Selma, exactly. Selma. That's what they go. But it's giving very much check yourself and watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth.
It's giving very much watch your mouth because he was like, no, I don't like the way you talk to people.
And because he was involved
in the villa.
Like he told her that and she popped off at him in the villa and she had to tell her like, I'm just telling you what I saw. You was trying to be wifeyed up to and booed up to Ronnie day 2. And it just seemed weird. Like, it just seemed weird. I'm just telling you what I saw watching.
Nah, she's mad, crazy, disrespectful. I'm glad somebody told her about herself.
Absolutely. Then Montel comes and he votes for Harriet and Ronnie. He votes for Sammy and Elma.
No, he voted for Harriet and Ronnie.
Did he?
Yeah, I think Marcel voted for Sammy and Elma. I think you got it mixed up. I think Marcel voted for Sammy and Elma.
No, I thought Marcel voted for Harriet and let me see. Maybe.
Montel voted for Harriet and Ronnie. Marcel voted for Elma and Sammy.
Yeah, see, I knew. I was like, wait, hold on.
Okay, I got twisted.
Because Marcel got good reads. Because I knew my boy Marcel was gonna come in there with no whack reads. He
did. Oh, Montel was the one who was there. Said he was there when all the stuff got weird, which is true. Yes. He was in there when Harriet came in, and that stuff kind of got weird. So I understood where he was coming from too, and why he voted for them. That was okay. I got my two black men mixed up. They're both gorgeous black men, and I got them mixed up.
Montel does nothing for me. He's boring.
He's sexy though. Boring but sexy.
I'll take Marcel because at least there's a little bit of more age on him.
Same, and he got more sense.
Boring but sexy, Montel. Thanks. And him and Kaz are still together, so I kind of like that for them.
And here's Kaz, the realest.
Yes,
Kaz.
Kaz gets up and she's like, first of all, let me just say, Grace, don't trust Luca because he was still feeling on Sammy and he was still talking about Sammy even all up and through this village. So I'm just saying what I heard, and I was just like, ooh, oh, okay. But Grace and Luca are not on the chopping block, so let's move on. But I still like Kaz. But she stood on business. And at first I was like, Kaz is not voting for Elma because it makes no sense. They're friends. And she was like, no.
No. Well, no.
No.
Well, no.
No.
Exactly. That's not what we're doing because we real. And real friends do what? Tell the truth. And so she was like, Elma, the way you handled that with Curtis and Ekisu was dead wrong. You know you my girl, but that's dead wrong. And Sammy, I know you fake because I watched your season and I know how you get down outside in these streets. And you just fake. You just want to win again and get to the end again with who you think the public love. But let y'all bitches know. Nobody's feeling y'all. You thought we was feeling you?
Nobody's feeling you.
Because we not feeling it.
They wasn't feeling it. And she voted for Sammy and Elma. I was like, ooh, well.
And I
lived. But it was okay. So then Danielle goes and she votes for Harriet and Ronnie. And Harriet is going off. She's like, I am disappointed. I am upset. I don't like this because I was like, why are y'all arguing with everybody? It shouldn't matter. At this point, it shouldn't matter. I could care less what any of these people think about me. I don't care if they voting for me. Because if I'm as in love as you want to say you are, it doesn't matter what anybody says about your relationship. You should be like, that's your opinion? Okay. But guess who got their man? Guess who's still here? Who over there voting? Because you're out, I'm in. So I would not be arguing with these people. I'd be like, okay.
She was upset. The thing is, you know what I feel like really got her so tight though, is that out of the couples that was there, they're the real couple. And I would be sick if they were letting fucking Sammy and Elma
Are they the real couple?
over.
Are they the real couple?
Over Sammy and Elma?
My thing is, are they the real couple though? Because she literally just told this man right the night before, don't ask me to be your girlfriend. Not right now. No, don't do it. So I'm like, are you the real couple? You want to act like you the real couple, but you're not moving like you a real couple.
Do you think they love each other? Yes or no?
You know who the real couples are? The ones sitting on the side who ain't involved in this vote. Them the real couples over there.
I don't know about
Catherine and Omar.
I mean, I'm just talking about from the public's perception. Who the real couples are sitting off to the side because they got the most votes. You are not the realest couple in here because you're down here.
Okay, out of everybody in there, who you think is in love with each other though?
None of them. I think
Harry and Ronnie, they got that toxic love.
No,
I
think
do.
They all fake and all of them not gonna stay together. None of them are staying together after this. This was television. This was pure television. I watched a couple of Love Islands before, and I'm like, these couples will stay together. When we watched Love Island 6 on the US, I saw some couples. I'm like, they go stay together. These couples actually like each other. I didn't see that for any of these people. All of these people were actors and actresses, and they are all liars.
Game players.
They are coming in here. They go stay together for 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 months, and then we're gonna start getting the letters popping up on Instagram. So and so and so and so has decided to split. So and so decided to split.
Oh, at the end of this, we should say who we think is gonna split first. We should do a order.
Say that. But by the end of the year, everybody's gonna be broken up. None of them are staying together. None of them. None of them. I'm just saying. That's just me personally. But they tight and they mad and they are all upset because these people who are no longer in the villa saying they shouldn't be in the villa. I'm like, who cares?
You know what? Maybe she shouldn't have been fronting so much to the girls, and maybe they would have believed her ass.
Right, because she's like, I don't like grinding like that. It's just I don't.
He's gonna have to work for it.
He said, and then you want to. He ain't working for nothing because then all of a sudden he say, but then you go back to the girls. He got to work for it. Of course they don't believe you. Nobody believes you. I don't believe them. So that's why I'm like, the realest couples are the ones who got the most votes. So
okay, all right.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. All right.
But then it was Sammy, and Sammy votes for Ronnie and Harriet too, and she was a little upset about that. Look,
she had to get her licks in to be relevant. Still writing the fucking Grace and Luca thing. Like, girl, go away.
Sammy can't say
you like a little gnat.
The person she really wanted to vote for was Grace and Luca, but they weren't available, so she had to vote for the best friend. It is what it is.
Okay, can y'all break this down? Was he really giving her like hope?
Yes.
Like really, like strong hope?
Yes. This man was sitting there, and every time she would come around or somebody say something, he'd be acting like he's so nervous, like, oh, like he wanted to say something. He wanted to.
I remember him distinctly saying, "Oh, you're still gonna be an issue."
Yes, you're going to be an issue for me. You're going to be a problem for me. He was literally making it like he was struggling, going back and forth with. Do I want to or do I not? But Grace shut that down. She put his balls in her bag and said, no, you can't do it. You won't talk to her. It is what it is. So I do think he gave her a little bit of hope. I do think he gave her a little bit of, it's a possibility. But I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. But she votes for Ronnie and Harriet. Ew. Okay. Cool. Whatever.
Sure.
And then it was Chugs.
Who voted for Ronnie and Harriet.
What did he? Okay.
Yes, I am looking at the
You're
Wikipedia right now.
Yeah. Because I was trying
I am looking at the tea.
Cool. Because I kind of forgot, as we see. But I know it was a close between Ronnie and Harriet, and then Selma and Elma. It came down to the Tina.
Selma and Elma.
Selma, Sammy, and Elma. You know, look, those people.
Not Selma and Elma.
Those people.
Grover and Elmo.
Those two. Those people. It came down to a tie at the end, and then Tina was the deciding vote. And so she's up there just crying. I'm like, girl, spit it out. Stop all these tears. Nobody care. Just spit it out. And she votes for Ronnie and Harriet to.
Tina's so weak. I'm over her.
Yeah, she did. She felt very
She is such weak sauce. She was in the villa, and she is even voting.
Look, I said before about Tina. When they said that, they said she was she was basic and mediocre. I was like, absolutely, she's basic. Like, very much basic. It was, she's giving very much basic vibes to me. And I was like, all right.
But, who was it that got dumped right here, Lana?
Harriet
and Ronnie. We called it.
That's what you get for being a bitch the whole season, Harriet.
And creepy Ronnie.
Wee woo.
Creepy.
Thank you.
Honestly, I was like very happy to see them go. I was like, they could go. I don't care. Bye. Done. I could care less. I could care less that they left. Honestly, I was just like sick of them. They could go. And I'm like, I want to know why we're so mad. Are you mad because you didn't make it to the finals and you didn't get the chance to win the money? Because you're still leaving together. And I thought that was the whole purpose of this whole thing, because y'all such a real couple. It shouldn't matter if you made it to the finale or not. It should matter that you're leaving together and y'all found each other again, right? No, because you're there for the money and you're there for the fame, and they're going to break up in 6 months.
I mean, I would have wanted that check too. But I will say this. Ronnie wasn't that mad.
Harriet was mad.
Ronnie wasn't that mad. He said, oh, well.
Harriet was mad.
He said, well.
He's like, well, I think I got my girl back, and that's all I care about.
I did my groveling.
Which is what I think Ronnie is more into Harriet than Harriet is into Ronnie. And I'm like, I don't know.
That question that they asked her in that game, that should have been the question asked about Harriet and Ronnie instead of, well, I mean, it was Sammy and Ella.
It needed that too. They needed it too, but all right.
But you know what, though? This needs to be said too. I'm going to go in the record. Harriet, you're going to have to go and sort those eyebrows out, Chula. You've been looking crazy for 2 seasons. Let's go get those eyebrows sorted out. Okay, moving right along.
Well, Julie.
That's my hot take on Ronnie and Harriet.
There it is.
The hottest of takes that could have been had this whole season.
I mean, there it is. There it is. But yeah, so all of that being said, they're gone. Ronnie, Harriet, bye, out the door. They do their interview with Maya, and we go through the whole journey.
Through it. We
go through the whole journey of Ronnie and his, love triangle at the beginning, and then Harriet coming in, and he just do a whole 180. And it's like, and Harriet is like, oh yes, it was right. He knew who I was, and he kissed me, and I didn't know, and we're just great. We're happy. We're gonna be fine together. And I'm like, okay, great. Bye.
Good luck in the outside.
Right. Have a good one. And so We go back in the house. Everybody's just like, wow, we made it.
We go back in the house and bitches is copping, please. Curtis, can I pull you for a chat, please, Curtis?
Yes,
can I pull you for a
darling.
chat?
Yes, darling.
We backtracking now. We backtracking now.
Exactly.
Yes, darling. How you doing?
I just really wanted to say, I know I told you that I hate you and I hate your hair and you should go make me a fucking coffee and that you ain't shit and that you're the weakest
Yes,
couple in the
darling.
villa. But
Yes, darling.
and that I absolutely despise your condescending tone every day since you've been in the villa since day one.
Yes, darling.
But I just want you to know that I do apologize for speaking on your relationship and asking that question.
Oh, thank you, darling. I'm going to accept your apology and then never speak to you again, darling.
Exactly. Curtis
the way this fake ass bitch moved, the moment that she got her licks done and she found out, oh, people are not giving me, I am not giving what I thought I was giving. She's like, oop, it's time to go on my apology tour. It's time to do, no.
You're not the people's princess no more. And you know what? She probably thinks it's because it's Curtis and Ekansu got clout. No, it's because you dead wrong. You're gonna come out and you're gonna watch how you and Teef were carrying on for 2 weeks. And you're gonna be sick at yourself.
Or maybe she won't because she's a self-absorbed cow and she won't do it.
It took your homegirl to come in and say, sweetheart,
you were wrong.
Don't talk to Curtis like that.
Because Kaz is your only real friend.
And she taking up for Ekansu who stole Curtis from her. And she so that's even more like
it just shows how real Kaz is.
And in the end, the good people won. And that's all that matters.
Exactly.
I mean, because let's keep it a buck and let's keep it 100. When Elma heard that from Kaz, she was just like, oh, the public ain't really feeling me like that. Like I thought they were. Like I was a favorite girl, so I thought they were really feeling me. But baby, you were only favorite girl was because the people felt bad that you went through that with Ronnie. That's the only reason you were favorite girl. Once you got with Sammy and you started acting like you was Queen Bee of the villa, and you was going against people who you ain't had no reason to be going up against like that, then the public was like, let's show who you really are.
Right. You thought we was feeling you because she had to go ever since that favorite girl shit, she had to go at Ronnie again.
Yep.
Just because he chose Harriet, which duh. She had to go at Scott over something that has nothing to do with her.
Over nothing.
Nothing to do with her. She had to go at Ekansu and Curtis. She had to go at and she get into something with Luca too at some point.
Yeah, she got into a little bit with Luca.
Casey, I'm sure Casey was clearing.
She just got it. She felt she was feeling herself in the villa, and she really thought that she could just pop off and say whatever she wanted to say, and nobody was gonna check her. And then she got reassurance from her friend Amber. And I'm like, you are not a real friend, girl. Because if you were a real friend, you would have told her what you actually saw on television. And be like, girl, you need to apologize to Curtis because you were wrong. Like, I don't take up for men often, but when you wrong, you wrong.
She was dead wrong. She was dead wrong, and you look a mess. You look a straight mess.
Yes, everybody says you had every right and your feelings were valid to be upset with Ekansu when she did what she did. But don't try to make her apologize 18 times. That's not cute. If she apologized, either you accept it and move on, or you just don't and just say y'all not gonna be friends no more. Like, that should be it, and you should did it, and it should be done. But you holding on to that and keep talking about it, baby, that just looks.
And she gave Curtis and Ekansu their flowers too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I respect it. Like, you know what?
Mm.
But it was just so ridiculous for this girl to come and cop a plea after she said, like, like, I'll freaking rather eat whatever the
Yeah.
hell than apologize to you or
Apologize to
whatever,
him.
because she said something real crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
girl, like,
Girl.
you're
Like Curtis
Let
getting
it
said.
obsessed. You're
go.
getting obsessed.
Like Curtis
Let
said,
it
anything that was out
go.
of the way. Like he did not say anything that was out of the way. He was just trying to
Mm-hmm.
take up for Ekisu and how you made her feel in this moment, and you continue to go on and on and on about it, and you were being mad disrespectful, mad disrespectful. So now her apology tour going around, just wanted to make everything okay. It's too late, a little too late, a little,
It's
Curtis,
just a
a
little
little
too
too late.
late. You're just a
Absolutely.
little bitch, and you can't take it.
exactly. The public hates you. You're not the people's princess. You could just go away.
Hey. Oh, it's just a
No,
little too late.
Curtis is like, okay, girl, bye. Please get
Okay.
out of my face.
Literally was
Right.
like,
I'm
all
gonna go
right,
talk to
girl,
my
bye.
girlfriend.
My girlfriend, who I
Girlfriend.
my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Why you
Because I
just
have one of
exclusive?
those.
You just exclusive in here. I have a girlfriend.
Mm.
Well, exclusive. And then Maya asking them when they got fifth, oh, so what's next for you guys? And Sammy's like, whoa. Yeah. You don't like that girl for real?
So, then they get the text and said that they're all in the finals, and great. We move.
Woo.
Jump in the pool, blah, blah, blah. But finals,
Woo.
5th place. We didn't set it. We didn't
Live
appreciate it.
final. Live
A
final.
live final. Absolutely.
I was
Love
a little
that.
gooped by a live final.
I
was
love a
not
live final.
expecting a live final. I was here for it.
And honestly, I didn't care for the fluff, so I just wanted to move along through who got who. And 5th place was definitely Selma and Amy, as they deserve to get 5th place. To let the public let them know we are fooling with you. We not fooling with you.
Weakest couple in the villa. Do you think Ekinsu and Curtis are the weakest couple in the villa? No, we
No.
think you are.
You are. You.
That's what you get for being childish. Both of you.
Both of you.
Moving on.
Moving on to our 4th place couple, which we knew what was going to happen. We knew this couple wasn't winning. I kind of figured 4th place was for them. Catherine and Omar, but I'm still happy for them.
That feels right, though.
It feels right.
That feels
Yeah,
right.
it does.
Honestly, Catherine went through a journey in this villa. She didn't get it off right away, so she didn't have as long as everybody else. But what she did when she did find her connection, it was a good connection. They moved at a good, very good, consistent pace. I'm happy for 4th place for them.
Yeah, and I can see like they like each other. I can see they're at least liking each other, but they're still in that like getting to know type phase.
Yes.
So
maybe they might last longer than 6 months. We'll see.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not that sure.
Catherine's never had a boyfriend before.
I'm not that sure.
I don't know about Catherine.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not that sure on them either, but it's okay. But I like them. They seem happy and good on them. 4th place. In the 3rd place came our beautiful Curtis and Echo.
Oh, no. I knew they weren't winning, but no.
But you know what? They ate down though. They did their big one. They ate down.
You thought they were winning. You hoped they were winning.
People were
I wanted them to win. I did. I wanted them to win.
The people were cheering for them at that finale.
They did. They were cheering for them.
Because their journey really was the most complex, I think, out of all the couples towards the end. They were giving like theatrics, whatever, drama, like a little bit of mess in the beginning. But something that I always saw with them though is that they did stuff like they were together for the most part on everything.
Yeah.
Like even when Ekisu was in her, pot stirring bag in the beginning when they didn't have problems, Curtis was right there, backing his woman, not saying nothing, like letting her do her thing and co-signing on the low. And then, the Danielle thing happens, which we know why that happened because Elma's a hating ass bitch and Sammy is a game player and they had to, try to fracture the strongest couple at that point. And then after, when they took up for each other and stood on business, those two finally told them where to go and how to go. They won the people back. Period.
I the whole Daniela situation, I was like, okay, that's weird, but they finally got it together. Honestly, like I said, I don't think Curtis did anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. This is the show where he's supposed to do this. I think Ekin-Su overreacted, and I feel like somebody should have told her that. Her friends or her family should have been like, you did kind of overreact a little bit with Curtis.
They was going off of Sammy and Thing.
Elma's thing.
Storyline, yeah.
So it could have been like, yeah, you did react. And then when they even showed the clips when they went through their journey, and they showed exactly what happened, Ekin even looked like, oh, like
that's
that
it.
was like literally, he
like
said,
that was it.
Her ass was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
We caused so much drama over that. I was like, thank you for finally seeing it. And thank you, Ekin, for finally just being like, oh, that was it.
Low key, though, that could have cost them the win, to be honest.
I think if they would have been more consistent throughout the entire show without that hiccup, I think they could have won. I think that moment cost them the win. But
they gave them like a chink in their armor because they were the strongest.
They were. But I love them. I think they actually can go past 6 months. I think they are.
Yes.
I do too.
I do think they will. They could, and I think they are more determined to than other couples. So
yes, I can see that, and I can see them matching each other like lifestyles because they both got clout. Like they're both huge from the show,
right?
So I can see them making a run for it for sure, for at least a couple. A little something.
I'll say maybe
Endgame. I don't know if it's Endgame.
No, I think maybe about a year, maybe.
Yeah, I would love it too.
I would love it though. But then we get our second place couple, and it is Grace and Luca. I was like, thank God. Because the way the audience was cheering for
I know.
I was like, oh Lord, they finna win.
I was like, all right, it's over.
It's over.
Win. Really? I thought they were gonna win.
Oh, because they were cheering 100%. For Luca like Luca was unequivocally the favorite boy of this season, like unequivocally to the public. There was nobody close to Luca at this point. They loved them some Luca. And
I think it's deserved.
I think
he was best boy.
I think he was best boy.
I think it was Casey. I think it was Casey personally.
Let me be honest.
I do.
Hear me out, and I think I agree with you, Logan. I think so, because Luca also had a chink in his armor too, which I'm like, we need to bring that down. That whole thing with Scott was very childish and unnecessary. Like, that was not something that you should do to your friend, number one. And then you drug in Tina as collateral damage, which did not need to happen. Her feelings got hurt for what reason? Because you mad at Scott?
For literally none. For literally no reason.
No reason. He had a little chink, and he's a little childish. He gets mad at every little thing. He want to roll his eyes. He got to pout. He got to storm off. Like, Luca was not perfect in this villa. But Casey wasn't perfect, but he owned his stuff. Everything they threw at Casey was like, I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, Tina came for Casey every single chance she get just because he left her and went with other women on a holiday that they went together. Like, she came for him. And Casey was like, I did it. I'm sorry. What
Even when he started his journey, basically 50 seconds into the damn villa, Kaz is going, well, you're a cheater. Well, you're a cheat. Like, going off on him. He handled his stuff. He knew that it was going to be weird for him to be back a third time on Love Island. He's the only person in this villa in here for a third time. And he finally found the connection that he was looking for. He moved very well with Gabby. When they had their moments, they resolved it very quickly and went right back to the way that they were. He wasn't moving too fast with her. He wasn't moving too slow with her. He did exactly what he should have done.
I agree.
I just wonder, though, if somebody would have went for Casey,
would he have changed it? I mean, we'll never know.
That's the only thing, because I don't know if Casey, like, if Grace would have came in and said, I want Casey, I
Mhm.
don't
I'm
know.
curious.
I
I
don't
mean,
know, Gabby, to be honest.
that's the shoulda, coulda, wouldas of it all, and we can't live life on the
Yeah,
shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
yeah.
So,
But Casey was also mouthing off at a lot of people. I mean, I do love Casey though. Like, I don't want this to get twisted. I do love Casey. I think I liked him in this edition or whatever. I thought he was funny. I thought he, was giving a little bit of drama and stuff like
mhm,
that. But I also feel like looking at him and Gabby, I think it was more Gabby being just like showing him that she accepts him and his reputation
mhm.
and like
Yeah,
his crash outs and stuff like that made him feel closer to her, right? Like,
I
I could see
think
that.
I think Gabby showed him that it's time to be a little grown up a little bit. It's time to grow up a little bit more. And I think she is, because she is at that place in her life where she is mature. She knows what she wants. She understands life. She done been there, done that, bought the t-shirt and the bag. So she's done it. And Luca is not Luca.
Casey,
Casey is still he's still in that, young single bachelor,
that lad
very
mentality.
immature life. And I think when he was with Gabby, it made him realize, like, oh, I can't play the same games that I used to
Yeah,
play. So I
yeah,
think she's making him better and more growing him up a little bit. And I think we saw that towards the end of the video. Like when he first came in, I was like, nah, I don't know if I like this kid. This kid right
yeah,
here, he's giving me frat boy energy. And I think he's
yeah,
too young for Gabby. I did not want her and him to get together at the beginning because I was like, you girl are at a place way beyond where he is right now, and I don't think that's going to work. But I think the pull that she has with him and the way that they are together, she matures him a little bit and lets him see what it's like to be more mature.
And he reassures her
Yes.
without playing into her BS too, though.
Yes. Yes.
and the
Like
gag
in a
is,
way that's like you're tripping, relax.
yeah,
Right.
the gag is there isn't even that big of an age gap between the two of them.
Right.
Oh, no, please, they
She's
don't need to be.
32, he's 28.
Yeah.
Like,
My bad.
Yeah, but that
But
32 hit different. Let me tell
they
you.
do. They do hit
Oh.
different. But our first place and
I
our
wouldn't
winners, of
know.
course, is Gabby and Casey.
Woo! And Logan won.
I love that for them.
Lana won.
Gagged. Lana won.
Lana Clark.
I said that. I was like, this is my couple. This is who I want to see win. And they won. First of all, Gabby is just super stunning. Her eyes are incredible. She's gorgeous. And like I said, I think she matured Casey. She let him see that you have to be a better man with me. And he was like, you know what? I want that. So I'm going to be that. And
Yeah.
this is my third time in here. And I've come in here looking for something specific. And I finally found it. And I think they're going to be a good match. Are they in game? I don't know. Honestly, like I said at the beginning of the show, I don't think none of these couples go last because all of them felt like they were playing games at some point to me. So I don't know if any of them go last. But I think if out of all of them, I think Gabby and Casey could last the longest because I feel like she's a relationship girl. She's a relationship girly, and she's going to try to fight for her relationship, even if it's starting to go south with Casey. She's going to fight for it. And I think Casey respects her and likes her enough to actually work on it. So that's my thought. I think they will last the longest out of everybody else. I don't know. We can talk about how we feel who will last, but I'm very happy for Gabby and Casey.
Thrilled.
I think Gabby, out of all the Islanders, came in for the right reasons.
Mm.
And I'm really happy for her. I mean, she was able to do it the first time. She got a 5-year relationship out of it, her and Marcel. Like, maybe she just gives like wifey girlfriend vibes. Maybe like
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what Casey's kind of picking up on a little bit. I hope he don't dog her out. Like I
I hope so.
really,
I hope
I would
not.
hate that for her,
She
but
deserves way better.
but I was happy. I was happy they won. I like them. I think that they locked in early. And I was happy to see like a couple that locked in early, like really, made it to the end and took it home. I think that that's great.
Absolutely. Okay.
But
So,
my money is still on. I think I'm gonna say this. I think Ekin-Su and Kurt is gonna be the longest couple.
Okay.
I am going to agree with B. I think it's going to be Curtis and Ekin.
I think Curtis and Ekin are going to last for a minute, and I think I hate putting stuff like this out in the universe, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway. I think they're going to last the longest because they're going to feel obligated, like they have to. I think the public eye is going to make them stay in this relationship longer than maybe they might want to. Now, I could be 100% wrong. They could actually really just want to be in this relationship, and they could be in game, and I would be very, very happy. Any of these couples, if they decide to be in game, I will be very happy for them. I just don't see it right now. That's just me, my own little stupid opinion. I'm just a girl on the internet talking my junk. It don't mean nothing to nobody. I'm not talking on these relationships. They can do what they want. I just don't see it because I felt like a lot of people were in there not for the best reasons, or they were playing a lot of games while they were in there, which lets me feel like this wasn't. And watching some other Love Islands where I've seen couples who leave, and I'm like, this couple feels real, and they still together. Like you watch them, like this couple feels like this could last, or this couple don't feel like, and then they usually don't. I don't know, but I feel like Curtis and Ekin, if they are not in game, they will stay together long. But a lot of it is going to be because of public image, because they both got this public image that they want to maintain.
Fair, that's fair.
And I mean, Casey and Gabby live 10 minutes away from each other, though. That could
Literally
be
10 minutes away.
That could be a good thing.
That's a great thing.
So I could see that too, them making a run for it. I don't know about Grace and Luca. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, they run in the same circles, so they move in the same like circles and stuff.
They're like what, an hour away from each other? Like it's not that far.
They're the same friends. So that's just what I could see. Like, but I don't think so, because I think Luke is gonna want to be back outside, and I think Grace will as well.
So that's what we feel about Catherine and Omar. How long?
I don't know, man. I
want it to work.
The thing about Catherine, she's never had a boyfriend, and she's not the things that we were saying last time on the pod. She don't be showing like the man interest like that. Like she's not like like I feel like there's a disconnect in like the romance, and it's her getting in her own way. Like there's a disconnect in like the romance. Like you give very much like homegirl energy. You don't give like I'm interested in you romantically type energy. And if somebody's giving you that, you also play it like too casual, where it's like you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. She did it with Scott. Scott was, you asked me as a viewer, I know everybody in that villa was game players on that season and was saying that he was the biggest game player in there. Nah, he was standing 10 toes behind Catherine. I really think he liked her straight up. But she wasn't really given that I like you back too much. She was given more like we friends. And so, and I just don't want her to, like, I can see her doing that to Omar too, low-key. Like, I don't know. I want to root for her, but I'm like, girl, you gotta
step it up.
Yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta give wifey energy, like
right.
Whitney did. Look at Whitney and her man.
Right.
2 years later.
Right. I want it for her, but I can feel what you're saying, and we saw it sort of in the villa. She was more interested in being a girl's girl instead of focusing on her man. I would like that for her. It's the first time for everything, so maybe this is gonna be the time where she gets the boy and is in that boyfriend relationship. So hopefully, then we have
get you a man, sis.
Get you a man, sis. Like for real. What we thinking with Sammy and Elma?
No.
Okay.
Who?
Where?
Okay. No, why is really the question.
Okay.
Why?
How is really the question.
Okay. All right. And then Harry and Ronnie.
No.
I think they're gonna try to thug it out for a little bit just to be like, yeah. But then it's gonna be like he's gonna cheat on holiday. Let the summer roll around. I see them breaking up by the summer.
I don't think I don't think that's going to be the tea. I think Harriet is just not going to do it. That's what I think is going to happen. I think she's going to entertain him for a couple of months. Because even at the finale, they didn't have anything locked in.
Oh, that's true.
Like, she was still like, I don't know. And he was like, 6th time asking, and I still can't get it. And so for me, it just feels like Harriet's not in it.
That's real.
And I think what Harriet needs is, I think she needed to be on the outside. I think she needs to watch everything back and make her assumption. And I still stand behind Harriet. Run away from this man. Run away from this man. Run away from this man.
Harriet, sort out your eyebrows. You're going to find yourself a new man. Maybe he going to treat you right. And you won't have to double back and spin the block with Ronnie.
I am totally against spinning the block. That's just me personally.
Me too.
Because honestly, what's the point? If it was the reason why we broke up in the first place, why am I spinning the block to come back and try it again? Because you keep doing the same thing, you go end up with the same results.
It could be done. It could be done.
It could be done.
Like my brother married, his high school ex. Years later, after college and all the, whatever. People grow. But 1 year.
A year though. That's what I'm
saying.
And Ronnie.
And Ronnie.
Right.
Most importantly,
Ronnie.
Let's not forget the man in question is Ronald. The man in question here is Mr. Ronald McDonald Clownface himself.
Right.
Harriet, run away.
I just don't know.
Run, girl.
I'm just not feeling
Run for your life.
But that is that, y'all. We didn't talk.
Wait, no, there's one other couple. There's one other couple.
Who?
Kaz and Martell.
Oh no, they ain't regular.
Oh no.
I hope they last. I hope they do.
I mean, they cute, but they're not.
What happened with Olivia and Marcel? They not cracking on?
No, they said they were just friends.
Oh, okay. Well,
maybe Scott and Tina are a thing too. Tina,
no, please, Tina, let it go, girl.
Tina, run away, Tina.
Run away. Tina said they have not talked since he left.
No, she said they FaceTime.
No, it was Olivia because Miss Maya Jama. She got set up with the ultimate situation here because she talked to Olivia. And she was like, yeah, no, I haven't heard from.
India.
Or was it India?
Olivia.
Yeah, India didn't.
It was India. India was like, I hadn't heard from her. Cut to Tina at the other end of the damn thing. And she's like, oh, yeah, no, I literally FaceTimed him 2 hours ago. We've had like 2 calls since I got out of the villa. I was like, Miss Maya Jama had no clue what to do with that. Miss Maya Jama had no clue what to say.
Girl, no means no. He left your ass in South Africa and did not show up to the reunion.
Tina, run away, girl.
I'm being so fucking weak, Tina.
Like,
this was my problem with you in there, and this is my problem with you now.
This is why people call you basic, Tina. This is why they call you basic. Stand up and stop being weak in the knees.
Can we also, before we go, just shout out Miss Maya Jama for how great of a host she is.
Yes.
She stood on business. She asked the questions that needed to be asked, even though these Islanders gave her nothing.
She's stunning.
She's stunning.
She's one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my God. Every time she walks
shout out to Miss Maya Jama.
Her stylist. Shout out Maya Jama stylist.
Yes.
And glam.
Every time she walks into the villa, I'm like, oh. Stunning woman. Stunning. But yeah, shout out to Maya. But y'all, we did it. We went through a whole season of All Stars.
Love Island, Some Stars, season 2. Your winners, Casey and Gabby.
And honestly, here's the thing. I'm excited to watch the regular season of Love Island UK now.
Yay! Hopefully, there's hot guys on this one.
Let's hope. I will watch the newest season. I'm not going back to watching the old seasons. I can't do it. I can't. But not interested.
Actually, but there's some real good ones.
I've
Marcel and Gabby season 8.
I've heard that there was some really good ones. But
Curtis first season 8. Damn.
Me personally am not a fan of going back and watching things because it's like, why? Unless it's a show that I really, really like Project Runway, which I do. And y'all should check us out.
Well,
When we
Love
talk.
Island is a lot too.
It's a lot. 30-something
It's
episodes
for,
every time.
yeah,
I
for a
can't.
week. I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
Can't
that.
do it. Can't do it. But and who has the time, honestly?
Not me.
Not me. But I will watch the new season when it starts. We will come back and talk about that. We'll be back talking about Love Island US when that starts.
I hope the games come back because that
I
shit
hope
ain't.
We
got
it confirmed. We're getting it back this year.
Yeah, catch me on Love Island games.
I guess we will be back
Yes.
to Love Island. I can't wait for that to happen because yes. Now look, now if Curtis walk in the door at Love Island Games, I'm be like,
Curtis, go home.
Curtis, go home. Go home now.
Go home.
We're sick of you now.
Go
I
home.
can still sit this one out too.
Y'all sit it out. But like, okay. But yeah, Love Island Games come back. We will be back for Love Island UK. When it comes back, we will come back. When Love Island US starts, we will come back. And maybe we'll come back for Love Island Australia. We might.
Australia?
We might.
Maybe.
We'll see.
If we're in a Love Island drought, we might need to.
Right.
We'll
But
see.
I don't know. I can see the Australians kind of giving because I feel like Australians are like more aggressive. Than
They like
so maybe they're gonna be really about that.
I mean, especially if we got any inclination from a old girl from Games.
Yeah, she was damn. And what's his face? And Callum. I freaking love him. He's hot. Okay, he is hot.
Callum
more of that, please. More Jack Fowlers.
Let's
Callums.
Let's just keep it 100. Love Island Games, the men were hot.
The
Even
French guy, I forgot his name. He was carrying the French guy.
Y'all, the French. Oh, Steven was hot. Look, even the people I did not like I didn't like Sally's old boyfriend.
Oh, Johnny, yeah.
Johnny. Don't like Johnny, but the man is fine. I can't deny.
I used to live in Dykeman. They like 20 Johnnies out there every time you walk outside.
Let's keep it $100. Johnny's still fine. We can't take it away from him. We can't take it away from him. I don't like him. I don't never need to see him on my screen again. But the man is fine. But let's bring Jack back. I mean, Jack is fine, and we got Callum, and we had Steven, and we had we had some fine finds.
Ray
was cute. Ray was so cute. Ray was cute. He wasn't giving fine, but he was
not cute. Okay. So from Games USA and this Love Island, who had the hottest guys?
From Games,
eating too. Ooh.
Between Games, USA 6, and All
Stars. Yeah,
I would say USA. I would say USA.
Yeah, I would say
USA.
Because we had Miguel with his fine self. We had Cordell with he's so fine. We had
Cole is an attractive man.
Rob is fine.
Rob is fine.
Rob is fine. That's
Miguel.
That's what I said. The three: Miguel, Rob, and Cordell was the finest.
And don't forget about Kenny.
And look, Kenny is fine, and Kenny gets fine.
Janae's happy. That's all I care about.
Look,
yes,
he was fine, and he gets finer every day. Like I follow Kenny, and every time I see him now, Kenny getting finer and finer. I said Janae's giving him the glow up.
The girlfriend effect. Okay, good for him because he needs to get out them tight ass pants.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
But Miguel is fine as hell.
Miguel is fine.
Rob is probably one of the finest guys to be on the show. To be honest,
Rob is fine. I'm gonna give it to.
But I don't know. But I'm still. You know what? If I'm picking off a fineness though, I would take Jack over Rob. I'm sorry.
Jack was fine. Oh yeah, Jack is fine.
And I like his attitude. Like
I hate that him and Justine didn't work out, but he's fine though.
Right.
You know he just gonna love you right.
Yeah, I think so. He gonna love you right, and then he gonna leave, and it's like, okay, Jack, I got you.
Point being, bring back Love Island Games, please.
Yes, we would love Love Island Games, please.
But yes,
please.
But guys, please. But thank y'all for joining us. We all know what to do. Subscribe to this channel, all of our other channels, our audio podcast channel. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow the three of us on our socials as well, and you can get your merch. Period.
Buy it now.
Get it. And we gonna go because We got things to do. So
Yep.
peace out, y'all. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
And for the final time this season. Do 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 do.